every major chef in the area, hosted by Chef Marty Cosgrove.
Port Barre officers get bulletproof vests.
Yeah, now that's interesting. A couple that supports law enforcement came through town and offered to help.
Well, I would imagine he's from this area.
He's a Hidalgo?
Yeah, Elridge, Mr. and Mrs. Elridge Hidalgo. And it was something that happened, and I don't have the second page. Elridge and Mary Hidalgo, members of Louisiana chapter of Concerns of Police Survivors. They maybe lost a son.
Definitely a family member who was killed in the line of duty.
Right.
And then as part of their project, they fundraised to help buy bulletproof vests. Beautiful project.
If anybody sees this couple, please congratulate them on our behalf. It's a very, very good and worthwhile.
We're going to remind y'all again, 190 4 Mile Bridge, when you cross the when you get to the Morganza Spillway, when you cross from Krotz Springs going to Baton Rouge, it's closed again this weekend. You cannot go east on 190. You got to go to Lafayette and go on I-10 this weekend again, okay? Now, in 2 weeks after that, or 2 weeks after that, I guess, they're going to close it the opposite way, westbound. But right now is the last weekend, eastbound is closed. So if you got to go on 190 on the weekends, you got to go around to go to Baton Rouge.
Holy Ghost and Fire concert with Vicky Yob. And this is going to take place at the Global House of Praise, which is located on Pacific Street in downtown Port Barre, Louisiana. And of course, the minister there is the Reverend Bobby Gradney.
Better known as the OG, if you don't know what Pacific Street is.
That's correct. And this will take place August the 28th, which would be a Sunday, from 7 p.m. At that Sunday night at the Christian Refuge Center. And Reverend Bobby Gradney brings in people from all over.
Big speakers.
I forget where this little lady is from.
He had Reverend Duplessis a while back, if you remember, who was all over television, national TV and all. And this lady, he had a lady from, Detroit a few weeks back that we talked about.
Yep, we sure did.
Welcome back, Kiss.
And while we're talking about Port Barre,
yes, sir.
You know, they're gearing up to have their 100th anniversary.
You can have a poster.
Yep, and that's going to take place September the 24th.
This weekend, 10 a.m. to 2.
No,
next month. But I'm still on September. I'm ahead.
You're ahead.
Next month, the 24th, at Veterans Memorial Park behind the town hall. Right.
That's correct.
Music and party. Go by. No alcohol allowed, though. It's going to be a clean fun.
Okay, very good. We'll keep reminding them.
How about some sponsors? I got a bunch I got to get to. You find your obituaries while I'm doing that, because we're running out of time. Dixie Storage, all your storage needs. Dixie Storage can help you with personal commercial storage. If you got to put your RVs, your boats, your business stuff, your little furniture for your family. Maybe your daughter's going off to college and you got to put the furniture before she goes back to Tulane. You can do all that. They handle all that. Maybe she's going to get a smaller apartment this semester. She can't fit everything. You can keep some stuff there. Maybe you want to put some of your furniture while you're redoing the house. They can handle it all at Dixie Storage with that type of thing. They've got commercial property throughout the entire parish for lease, probably for sale if you got enough money on you, but a lot of restaurant type stuff in the Port Barre area is available right now. A Plus Glass also is their sister company with glass for commercial cars, commercial trucks, personal cars, personal buildings, personal trucks, all kind of glass needs and mirror needs, with locations in Lafayette and here in Opelousas. And let's go with some more. We got to get to we hit LHC Group already. Let's go with Quality Portable Buildings. If you're looking for a good portable building, Quality Portable Buildings can help you. Maybe you're not going to rent something to put in off your premises. You just want something to put your lawnmower in. You want to put some of your crawfish boiling pot, stuff you touch a bunch that you're not just storing away. Quality Portable Buildings can help you out with the little bitty buildings, little metal buildings.
And that's the man that'll wait on you right there, Mr. Hugh Gidry.
And you can get that fancy one like my brother got that looks like a barn. I mean, it's like a literal barn, nice, matches your house. People buy these things for their businesses as well, from beauty shops, little CPA firms that are independent guys that do bookkeeping for you. They all buy Quality Portable Buildings. And don't forget about it for propane and for U-Hauls.
Okay, let's have a few pictures.
Photos.
We have quite a few
pictures. We got
pictures.
a sunset.
Yep.
with some lightning. You look real good around that sun. There's a little bit of lightning going on. So you were coming back in a little thunderstorm wherever you were.
Yes, sir.
And then you went to the fights?
I went to the fights last Friday night. By the way, before I go any further, I saw Iberia Parish Sheriff Louis Ackle. He loves boxing.
Right.
And he says that they had just solved a major case that had been ongoing for many years. And I didn't read about it, but I'm sure the Iberia Parish people were happy that that came to a closure. I also saw Ronald Freeman from New Iberia, high school state champion.
Won 4 years, four different weight classes?
I think 3 to 4 years. He might have won 4 years. Always nice to see him. And then I saw Mr. Bob Morton at the fight, and he's a big buddy of Mr. Johnny Raymond, our friend from Brobridge. And I told him to be sure to tell Mr. Johnny hello. And
so
let's show
you went to the fights.
I went to the fights.
The promoter was
Bad Chad Broussard.
Or as formerly known as Bad Chad, now promoter.
Promoter. And does a good job. There were 2 top-notch fights.
That's round one.
That's
right?
round one. She could go more than 1 round. And that's my buddy from down on the river parish, is down in the bayou.
There you go.
He's a trainer. And this is Big Russell Nakan. He's one of our deputy commissioners. He works all the events throughout the state. Thank you, Russell, for doing such a good job. And this is Mason Menard, the bad boy, and really coming on strong. He just won himself an international championship bout.
Ate the guy up, and then the guy ended up breaking his hand on him, is what they think?
Yeah.
Some broke a finger?
Broke a knuckle.
Wow. So
broke
he's
a knuckle.
Tough man. He's still rolling.
And this gentleman in the middle right here is Mr. John Paul Darden, and he is the chairman of the Chickamauga tribe of Louisiana. Excellent. And I can't think of that pretty little girl's name right there. She's a sweetheart. She works promotions there. And I had spoken to John when he had come to watch the fights to see, if he was interested, putting this on.
He came here to see some fights to see if it was worth doing down there.
Yeah, they had never had one.
They had anybody show up?
Packed the house. Packed the house. I mean to tell you, it was really, and had it set up real nice, comfortable. I think everybody could see the fights.
New Orleans is not far. Acadiana's not far. You can
a lot
draw
of
a lot
boxing
of people.
interest.
Yeah.
And so when I walked up to him to get this picture, of course, I also asked him, I says, what's the chances of us seeing fights over here? He says, very good.
Well,
we're going to start working with Chad right away.
Now, there's Ramp Spar.
Oh, yeah.
Now, that's round 2?
That's round 2. She's a singer with the band. We show you the band members, and I can't think of, I lost my name.
Where were y'all at with the band?
We inside the casino.
Over at, I guess it's Shardy's is the place that's there?
Well, that's the old part of the casino.
Right,
this is the regular old part.
Very good.
3-piece band, but I'm talking about good musicians.
Another sunset. Look at the old silos.
Okay, got a little story here. This is on LA 107. That would be south of Plocherville, but not closer to Plocherville than Big Cane.
Right.
And I asked
Potatoeville.
Vernon Simpson, who's the water well man for all of us in the area.
Right.
I asked him if he had ever seen those, and he said he hadn't. He says, but I'm going to drive over there to see them. They're still in the same condition that they were built probably 60 years ago.
And most of that would have been used for putting stuff together for cattle, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up in the grain farms. We had metal silos, but all the cattle guys had these concrete types.
And there's one right on the Evangeline Downs property.
The famous one on 190.
190,
right
and it's still standing straight.
Just the roof would need to be changed.
Yeah, that's all. That's all. And I don't know. I just thought this was an interesting, something a little different. And here we are, Bobby, the high sheriff, Bobby Guitro, has two golf tournaments. This one is for his campaign, raising money for his campaign. And pictured here is Kevin Nakan on the left, David Mesh in the back, and then The Wayne Toops, the famous Wayne Toops. How about that? And of course, the High Sheriff, Bobby, and Glenn Higdon from Port Barre. Oh, yeah. One of the deputies, I might add.
Our whole crew.
Yes, sir. And let's see which other picture we have. There's Harold Guidry has become a fixture here in St. Landry Parish. I think he's getting ready to move here. I heard him and Eddie Saunier talking tete-a-tete last night, so maybe he's trying to find him a location.
And Lee
Get
Young,
out of Lafayette.
Lee Young, the owner of Indian Hills
Country Club. Right. That's correct.
Where the whole event was.
And this is Mr. Dwight Orman on the right, and then Harold again. And then here's Collins Longclaw Jr. is right. And Miss Sandra Castillo. And the gentleman kind of in the back is Glenn Myers, all with the Sheriff's Department.
And one of our Burkhalter boys there. We're also about Dan Burkhalter.
Big Dan. We're always talking about Big Dan Burkhalter, and he came up and said hello. He lives in Baton Rouge. And we had tried.
They like golf? No, I think both sons were very good golfers.
Yep. I've tried helping his child get into the LSU lab school.
Oh, yeah.
We tried, but no luck. Didn't make the grade. And then here's Floyd Darby and Kenneth Manuel, and two strong supporters of the sheriff. I mean, working. And then also, I don't know if they played. I don't think they played, but they were in attendance. And that's Jeanette and Dr. George Bourgeois. And of course, Jeanette and Adelaide were running buddies and classmates, graduated together. And we used to all date and cut up and have a good time.
Speaking
Always
of running,
nice to see you.
Speaking of running buddies, that's your running buddy, Ray Bello, and my old high school running buddy, Eddie Saunier from Port Barre, right there. And of course on the right, Lester Bork. Boy, here I go. Yeah, Lester's son Shannon Bork, who I guess is that new generation running Bork's store.
That's correct.
Congratulations to them again. I mean, it's a good thing. It's good for Port Barre.
And look, they had a special bartender, Mr. Troy Young, very successful horse trainer, but he's helping Dad. And I think he's really gotten to enjoy it. And now he's learning how to fix drinks.
And there's Miss Jenny, the secretary for the sheriff.
That is correct.
Excellent job. Another one of those girls from Port Barre.
A lot of volunteers.
She was much younger than me. I think she was in first grade when I was in high school. She's much younger than me.
No.
Well, I'm going to say that. I'm going to help her out. You know? And then here we go.
More hard workers for the sheriff.
More of the sheriff's folks. And right here again, the sheriff
Jeff
himself.
Mitchell in the blue shirt. And then the sheriff. And then Mike Hickenbottom, the lumberman.
You got to find your prayer book. I got some sponsors, and I'm down to the wire in 1 minute. Washington State Bank, all your banking needs. Washington State Bank can help you with personal loans, commercial loans, 24/7 banking, anything you need online. You can access all your information with locations in Washington, Opelousas, Orneville, Leonville, Palmetto. Let's talk about Miss Sue earlier with all the work she's done with the Boys and Girls Club here in Acadiana. So active. Oldest bank, I think, in the parish, so help them out. And one more, Dr. Kerry Thibodeau. If you're looking for any kind of general surgeon type work, he is the man. Board certified, wound care expert, vascular surgeon. That's stuff from the varicose vein issues to just plain circulatory type issues. If you're diabetic, if you're just older and those feet are just taking a lot of pounding, like my old bruised up feet look some days, he can help you out. And I know that, you know, you and I both with friends have had back surgery, appendix type issues. Dr. Kerry, if he hasn't been the primary surgeon, he's been one of the consulting physicians as well. So go by Dr. Kerry Thibodeau here in Opelousas at the General Healthcare System.
You know that check I gave you, don't forget it in your pocket or don't go cash
it. Ain't going to get washed.
Okay.
I'll take care of it. What you got?
We like to close the programs by thanking you for viewing. Tell a friend. I want to thank Andrew, of course.
Thank you.
And we try to encourage you to attend a church of your choice this weekend. And we leave you with a little thought, maybe call it a prayer. My Father, let my greatest work be to love you and to show my love in loving deeds. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for watching. Have a nice weekend.